What's up, guys? I know I'm pretty late with this video. I'm a day late with this video. I tried to get to it yesterday, but I was just too busy, yesterday to get to this video. I wanted to get to it as soon as it broke, but better now than never. So, Josh Richardson resigns. He re-ups his contract and extends it for another 4 years. 42 million for 4 years. I think he's worth it. It's a pretty good contract for him. He'll get around for the first year he'll get 1.5 million. Then the next year he'll bump up to 9 million, and then the last 2 years it'll be 10.5 million a year a piece, something like that. So I think that's actually a great contract for him. I think he may actually outplay his contract. I still have him being an outbreak superstar, not superstar, but I have him being an outbreak player for this Miami Heat squad next year, along with Justice Winslow. That's another young guy that we re-upped for a long time now. So Josh Richardson, that we got him on a very good contract. I don't see him getting traded unless he just plays very awful next year. But I think the Miami Heat is looking long term for this guy, especially to get him on a contract like that. Because who knows? Because I'm one of those believers that believe that Josh Richardson, he can shoot. He can shoot. He can drive a little. He can play very good defense when he puts his mind to it. He can actually become one of our top defenders on the team when he puts his mind to it. He's very good in the passing lanes. His ball handling, he has to get better than that in playmaking, but he's really not a point guard. He's really a two guard. He's a 6'6" two guard. So that's why I like him at anyway. But he's a very good 3-and-D player. He shoots when the team is going in rhythm. He's a very good spot up shooter from outside. And like I said, he can drive and cut to the rim. He can posterize you too if you're not careful. Josh Richardson is an absolutely great player, and I'm glad we have him back for another 4 more years on that kind of contract too in this NBA's bargain. But yeah, Josh Richardson is back for another 4 years, 42 million for 4 years. I actually think that's what's up, man. We got it done. So now, when we started this whole young movement with Whiteside, Josh Richardson, Justice Winslow, and Tyler Johnson. To be honest, when we really started it, we were only looking at Whiteside, Tyler Johnson, and Justice Winslow as being the young 3 guys that can we can build around. But, Josh Richardson didn't really we didn't know anything about Josh Richardson really. And, he was really, I think he was drafted either, I don't know exactly, I can't remember. It was either late, it was in the same draft as Justice Winslow. I think it was drafted in the second round though. I think he was, no. He was drafting in the late first round, I think. Or in the early second round. It's something like that. But he was drafted very late in their draft. And honestly, I didn't see why we drafted him. I didn't see what the point was. I thought he was just another bench warmer. I didn't know anything about Josh Richardson. But when Tyler Johnson went down that year with in that 2015 season, 2015-16 season, a guy, Josh Richardson, he's what I'm trying to say. He played up to his value. He played up. He took over. He took over for Tyler Johnson when Tyler Johnson went down, and he was the next man up, and he played very well. And I felt, when he was shooting those threes, he was the best 3-point shooter percentage-wise that year. When he got minutes, he played very hard on defense and and he was shooting the 3. He was a definition of a 3-and-D player. To me, he was good as Danny Green. I think he's actually better than Danny Green if you look at it, because he's more athletic than Danny Green. But Josh Richardson is a guy you want on your team. He's kind of like a glue guy if you think about it. He's very good on defense when he wants to be. He can shoot the 3 ball. He can drive. He can posterize you. He can play the passing lanes very well, just like Justice Winslow. He can do it all. Josh Richardson is a very good 2 guard. Many people want him to play the point guard. I don't. I want him to stay at the 2 guard. He's 6'6". I think he's better suited at the 2 guard. I think we really need to try to find a backup point guard ASAP. That's really a problem. Um, but Josh Richardson, he is a very good prospect, and he's gonna play his hardest for the next 2 years. He's got his money. He's gonna play. I think he's gonna play out of that contract. That's my bold prediction. Um, I'm looking at our roster right now. We got Larry Drew the second as a point guard in this training camp, but I don't know if he's gonna be good or not. Um, We also have Matt Williams Jr. Guys, you need to look at Matt Williams Jr. because he's a very good 2 guard. He is 6'5". He can really replace Wayne Ellington in the future. He has a pretty jump shot and he can shoot from deep. Like he can shoot Steph Curry range if he wants to. You guys got to look at some highlight videos of him. He's a very good player. I really think he can replace. I really like him better than Wayne Ellington, honestly, because he's cheaper and he can shoot very well. He has that Ray Allen type of shot. If you think about it, especially when his base when he gets off the ground, he has that same jumping ability that Ray Allen had when he gets off the ground. Great form, shoulders are squared up, and he shoots very pretty, and he makes it most of the time. He's a very good marksman shooter, dead eye guy. He can shoot. I think he will actually win. He will make it out of the. He will make one of the last 2 roster spots, along with I like AJ Hampson too. He's also a good. He's a big man that can shoot. He reminds me of Kelly Olynyk, honestly. And if the Heat were to trade Kelly Olynyk, and anything can happen with the Heat may trade Kelly Olynyk, he would be a great replacement for Kelly Olynyk. I think he's a better rebounder and defender also. Also look at AJ Hampson. I didn't like him at first when they traded him for Josh McGravers because I didn't know he was I didn't know he was that good of a shooter, but he's actually a good player. I think that's about all though. Josh Richardson signs a 4-year, $42 million deal. He re-ups. The only young guy we on our team that we need to re-up contract wise is Justice Winslow. And what they're gonna do is they're gonna wait for Justice Winslow to see what he's worth this year. He's gonna play for his money, and that he will make a decision in free agency next summer. So guys, it's time for Justice Winslow to play for his money, put up or shut up. Josh Richardson is gonna have a breakout year, I believe, along with Justice Winslow. So guys, just look out for that. I think that's pretty much all. Eli for 305 out. Let's get it.